welcome back to Tari's Lifestyle Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about all you need to know about the UK High Potential Individual Visa. Okay, but before I go on, if this is your first time of coming to my channel and you like videos like this, then please subscribe. Turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. Okay, but thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, but like I said, today we're talking about the High Potential Visa. What is it? What are the requirements, the eligibility criteria for this visa? That's what we're going to be covering today. So the UK High Potential Individual Visa is a visa that is issued to people for up to 2 years. Okay, so it gives you permission to stay in the UK for up to 2 years. But before you can get this visa, there are certain criteria, and if you meet this criteria, then by all means you will be given this visa, so long as you have the required evidence to prove that you actually meet this criteria. To be eligible for this visa, you must have graduated from one of the top ranking universities around the world. Okay, so if you go on the gov.uk website, it gives you the list of the universities from which you must have graduated in order to be eligible for this visa. I'll put a link to that video, to the website, in my description box so you can have a look, and it gives you the year. It needs to be within 5 years, so you must have graduated within 5 years. So if you graduated more than 5 years ago, then you might not be eligible for this visa that we're talking about. So for each year, say for instance 2018, it gives you the list of universities. For 2019, it gives you the list of universities, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's really important to note that. Okay, so in order for you to also be eligible for this visa, you must be able to prove that you are able to meet the financial requirements. So this is important for every visa category for the UK. Okay, so you need to be able to prove that you meet the financial requirement. You need to have at least £1,270 in your bank account to show that you can actually support yourself when you come to the UK. You also should be able to pay for your visa application. The course that you must have studied must be equivalent to a UK bachelor's degree, a postgrad, or a doctorate degree, or a PhD. Okay, so it must be equivalent to those qualifications in the UK. You need to pay £715 for your UK visa application, and also £210 to check that your degree is valid if you're within the UK. But if you're outside the UK, you need to pay £225 to check that your degree is actually valid. Also should be able to pay for your NHS subcharge, which is £624 for 1 year. And remember, we said that the UK covers the UK visa, the high potential visa, covers you for 2 years, so you need to pay £624 times 2, okay, which will give you £1,248 if you're going to be applying for this visa. If you have a PhD or a doctorate degree, you get a visa for 3 years. So in that case, you would need to pay £624 times 3, okay, and that covers you for your NHS surcharge. I'd also like to point out that if you are coming to the UK on this high potential individual visa and you're working in the healthcare sector, you could get a refund for the NHS surcharge. So no matter how much you've paid, if you've paid for 2 years or 3 years and you eventually end up in the healthcare sector, you can get a refund of whatever amount that you've paid. So that's really important. You also need to prove that you can actually speak English language if you are from certain countries, and if you're wanting to prove your English language, you need to have at least a B1 if you're doing this secure English language test. If you have a GCSE, you can use that as a proof of English language. If you have any other degree and certificate that you already have, then you can use that as proof of your English language as well. So what you want to do is check on the gov.uk website to see if the country that you are from requires you to have a proof of English language proficiency. The processing time for this visa is 3 weeks if everything is straightforward. But if your application is not straightforward, if you have a complicated application, or if you haven't provided the necessary documentation, then it could take longer than the respected processing time. So on this visa, you can also bring your dependents, maybe your husband, your wife, your partner, or if you have dependent children, if you have anyone dependent to on you, you can also bring them on this visa. But what you will need to do is ensure that you have proof of your relationship to them. To prove your relationship with your partner, with your husband or your wife, then one of the things that you might need might be proof of your marriage. So maybe marriage certificate or civil partnership, proof that you've been living together if you're in a relationship, prove that you've been living together for at least 2 years and you're wanting to get married when you arrive in the UK. So these are important documents. For your children, you need to prove that if they are above 16, if they are above 18, you need to prove that they actually live with you in the same apartment. Okay, you need to prove their birth certificate to show that they actually related to you. So this is really important. They will also need to pay their application fee. For your partner, they will need to pay £285, and for your child, dependent child, will need to pay £350 for your first child. If you have any other additional child after that, it will be £200 for that child. For say for instance you have 3 children, the first child will need to pay £315 for their application, and the other 2 children will need to pay £200 each for their application fee as their application fee for the application to be processed. When your dependents apply, they would need the reference number from your application, and this will be sent to you from the Home Office when you've made your application, maybe via email or a letter or a text message. So they would need that reference number when you do make the application. Important thing to note about this high individual potential visa is the fact that you are not able to extend this visa. Say for instance you've applied for this visa for 2 years or 3 years if you have a PhD. Once that visa comes to an end, you're not able to extend it. However, you can switch to a different, maybe the skilled worker visa route. Okay, so it's really important to note that. Okay, so that's just about it for the high potential visa. Like I said, processing time for this visa is 3 weeks, but again, it could take longer if your visa application is not straightforward, if you don't have all the required documentation. Okay, but I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you have any questions, anything you think I haven't covered in this video, then please leave it in the comment section and I'll be happy to look into them for you. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.